Hey, everybody. Welcome to Total Chaos. I'm your host, Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and this is one of my favorite shows of the week. I'm taking these two expert handicappers from the Picks and Parlays site and pitting them head to head, giving them 5 top 25 games that are happening this Saturday, February 19th. And they're going to tell me if they go over or under. Whoever gets the most correct is the Total Chaos champion. Up first, I've got Sean Higgs from Winning Free Picks. What's up, Higgs?
I changed my Twitter.
Oh, boy.
Thanks for telling me. Whatever. Okay, what is it now?
Mr. Sean Higgs.
Oh.
Same as my IG. You know, my original Twitter was Sean Higgs, and then it got removed, and I did Real Higgs. I'm like, you know what?
Like that?
Sean Higgs. There you go.
Mr. Sean Higgs. I love it.
Y'all get with it.
Yeah.
Get with it.
Get with it.
Yeah, just rolling along. College hoops. As I said, me and Cam were just talking about college basketball. Like, holy cow, what do you got? Like 150 games tomorrow? I got 15 games already. 11 dogs ready for tomorrow to roll them up. Barking.
Boy, they. Here we go. We go.
And they've been this month 62% college basketball this month, and
woo!
And they've all been like dogs of like 6 or more, like a lot of them. And I have 3 fades. I don't know why, because all the fades I've had, they've all lost, but I still have 3 for tomorrow. So sometimes I need a little pain. It's kind of like playing with your cuticle. It hurts, but you still play with it. It hurts, but it feels good. So why not? I'll take a little abuse on a fade tomorrow.
Now we're talking cuticles. Cam Ross, how are your cuticles? And is this your Twitter handle?
My hands are good, and yes, that is me.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good over here. Yeah, look, see, we're cool. My hand here is kind of messed up, but my cuticles are good.
Okay, good. Okay, so we're all good here. We're ready to rock. We can do this. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications so we get all the supports from the fans, and that way we can give you all the free picks, okay? That's the exchange here. And also, if you're looking for a new book or if you're in a state that recently legalized sports betting, check out BetMGM. They're the official sponsor of Picks and Parlays. We've got a link in the description of this video. Get yourself signed up for all new accounts. They'll match your first bet. It's $1,000 risk-free bet. They won't match it. It's $1,000 risk-free bet. So you get your money back is what happens there. Okay, you guys ready to rumble in the Total Chaos ring?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. So we're going to start out with Georgetown at number 10, Villanova. 145 is the number. Higgs, you fire away first.
Yeah, I got to go under this number. Based on my number's around 143, but the fact that Nova is laying 20 in this game, like, are you kidding me? Like, that tells me that Georgetown is all but done. Patrick Ewing will be fired at the end of the season, and this is going to be like a 71-56 type game, like something just ridiculous, like in the 120s. Because Georgetown, what are we going to – I don't think Nova's going to score 85, and I don't think Georgetown's going to score 60. So give me the under. Simple thinking. Georgetown is terrible mess.
Cam, you and I were actually talking about how we love Patrick Ewing as a player 20 years ago, but we despise him as a coach on this Georgetown team. Talked about this earlier today. What do you got on this one, Cam?
I still like Patrick Ewing as a player right now, but he is just...
It's true. That's a good call.
Yeah,
maybe he should dress out. Maybe that's the problem.
Put on the uni. Or they should get Dikembe to come in instead of his son, because that's not working either.
Would that not be so much fun? And let's call Alonzo Mourning while we're at it. Let's just get the band back together.
Just send all the bigs. Just send all the bigs.
A fellow Harrington, David Wingate.
Just send it. Just they need help. No, like this Georgetown team, they have talent and they're the worst team in the Big East. It's going to be bad. Villanova is starting to really do what Villanova does. They just beat Providence, the number 1 team in this conference. Yeah, Villanova's coming along. I do agree with Higgs here. I think this one's going to go over because I think Villanova's going to score. I do think Villanova's going to score. They're going to run it up. I'm not a big 20-point spread person. I just don't like to take basketball teams by multiple touchdowns, but I just don't think Georgetown's going to score the ball. I just don't think Georgetown's going to score the ball. Villanova's going to let off the gas probably with 5 or 6 minutes left and just slowly take the air out of it just so they can get to the house. I'm going to go under.
Okay, so you are going. You said you agreed with Higgs, but you went over. So I just wanted to double check. We are going under on the Georgetown game. All right, we set it up like this because it's Florida State at Duke, baby.
Duke, baby.
Woo! Let's go. All right, the total's 142.5. Talk to me a little bit about Coach K's early exit in that game, and what do you think, over or under, Cam?
Yeah, that was the second time this year K's had to pull out of a game, and me and you talk about it all the time. I hate it. I'm a huge K fan. I wish he could coach forever, but I know he's not going to. But I think he should chill out and go ahead and call it midseason because I think the grind's just wearing on him.
It's just fatiguey.
Yeah,
all the
and
way.
Everywhere he's going, every game he's playing, it's a show because it's his last hoorah. This one will be okay because it's at Cameron. He's not going to have to go anywhere.
Right.
But Florida State hasn't been good this year, and it's
they
really
did beat us earlier in the year.
Yeah. But when they beat us, then we said, "See you at Cameron."
Pull up on us.
15 points. That's a lot to cover, regardless of who you are. But I don't bet on Duke games. But I do think this one's going to go over. Duke is really, really filling up the bucket, and Florida State is scoring well enough, but they are scoring too. They've been right in the 70s. They scored 81 their last game out. I think this one's going to go over. This one may get into the 150s because I think Duke's pissed because they lost this game. They lost to them earlier in the season, but I think this one will go over.
All right, Sean Higgs, what do you think about this one?
No, I was initially looking at I'm thinking, you know what, under. I like Florida State. I have an ACC future on Florida State, so I'm like, you know what, I kind of like this team, but they had that losing streak. I'm looking at the scores there. Where's the scoring coming from here? But I look at the UNC game, 94-74. So you know what, I'm thinking that's going to play out kind of like this game here. Like Duke's going to get up and down the court, and Florida State, just by habit, is going to have to score in the 70s. So, 142 seems a little low. I think this would be, like Cam said, I won't be shocked at a 150, like an 85-72 type game here. So, let's go over the total.
Duke ain't having that. We're coming for you, Seminoles. You hear us? We're coming for you. We got number 6, Kansas at West Virginia. Higgs, your number's 146. Over or under?
Yeah, I'm going under this one, believe it or not. I have a number about 143, so I'm like, all right, 3 point. Usually I'm not – very rarely I'm 3 or 4 points off of the line. So one that's a little worrisome. Like I saw a basketball game, I'm kind of like that too. I'm scratching my head like, man, I got this game at like 6 and the line's at 3. And what's going on here? I don't like to be that far off on a game, but you know what? I don't know. Kansas is a good team, although they actually had a few losses this year, which is rare for them. But I'm going to go over. They've been playing overs against better teams, and believe it or not, West Virginia actually kind of plays up the teams a little bit too. So I don't think they're going to totally lay an egg here. I'm going to go in the 70s. Let's go over the 145.5. I have 146 now. Okay, so I kind of like the over even more. It's gone up from the 145.5. So
okay, because you said under in the first place. So
right off the bat, you said under.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, because my number's at the end, but I'm like, that's why I was switching. I'm sorry.
You talked it out.
You confused both of us.
I apologize.
It's not you. It's just the vibe of this show.
Because I had like 1.3, so I'm like, I kind of like the under here, but why am I so far off? And the line's gone up a half a point in the 15 minutes since we've started the show. So I'm like, okay, I'm going over.
All right, Cam, what are you going?
I'm gonna go under. I am gonna go under. Kansas is averaging almost 80 points a game this season. But both teams give up 60. Kansas gives up 68. West Virginia gives up 67. They score 68. I think West Virginia's best bet in this game is to slow it down, try to take the air out the ball. I don't think they're going to be able to do it enough to beat Kansas, but I think they will slow it down enough. There'll be some missed shots. The West Virginia crowd will be loud. Maybe that'll rattle Kansas a bit. I think this one will stay under. It may not stay under by a lot, but I think it'll go under.
All right. So up next, there was a little typo on this when we were looking up lines. I think they switched the 3 and the 6. It looked like it was 136 and that line jumped to a 165. Makes more sense that it was a 163 and now it's up to a 165. Cam, are you going to take it over or under when Santa Clara plays number 1 Gonzaga?
Yeah, if it was that other one, if it was 130 anything, with Gonzaga playing, you go over.
Yeah, take anything I have and bet it on that.
Yeah, you just go over. But usually I'm not that big of a fan of big numbers like this. Santa Clara averages 77 points a game. Gonzaga averages 90 points in 40-minute games. And the last time they played, I think
that's crazy.
It was like 115 to 83 or something like. Gonzaga scored 115 points in 40 minutes.
That's insane.
That's like playing with two balls. But like
this is a family show. Okay.
It doesn't make any sense, but I think it's going to be crazy again. I think the Zags are going to get out and run. They're at home this time. They scored 115 points on the road. Now they're at home. They're going to have the crowd behind them. They're rolling. Gonzaga is the number one team in the nation again.
Mm-hmm.
They are rolling. They're on a tear. They don't want any hiccups. They don't want any confusion. I think Gonzaga is going to score 100 points again. So in Santa Clara is probably going to score 60, 70 something points. The Zags, they play well enough defense, but they know they're going to outscore you. So they run. They just run and they gun.
Run and gun. Higgs, what are you thinking about this one?
Yeah, no, it's got to go over. And as much as Gonzaga, 90 points a game, they're only 10 and 14 to the over, believe it or not.
Wow. Well, that makes sense, though.
You get a big huge. I mean, you're laying 160 and you got to score 100 because the other team, you have to get to 100 for this to go over most games. And Clara is 17 and 9 to the over, believe it or not. I feel like Chip rolling out the stats on the over. But again, Clara's totals are usually in the 140s, not in the 160s. But as Cam said, this was 115 or 113.83. And Clara, they're just off a road game. And this is what I kind of like. They're going to score 70. 84-80, Loyola Marymount. And then on the road, San Fran, 88-85. So they're good for 80 points. 77 BYU, 77 St. Mary's. Against good teams, they're going to score in the mid-70s. So we get our 90-plus, which we should. We should get a nice over here. And again, I feel like when it's a big number like this, they try to scare you. You see a 165. Because really, you need 90-something points out of a team here in a 40-minute game. You need a point. It's 2 a minute. You get that 4-minute scoreless streak, you're done.
Yeah.
But give me the over.
We're doing it. Okay, last one. Oregon is at number 3, Arizona. It's 149.5. Higgy, what do you got?
I'm going over. I think Arizona is a really good team. I think they're going to crush Oregon. Oregon is not your typical Ducks this year. I don't know what's going on with the team. They're up, they're down, they win, they lose. And Arizona, I think we talk about Gonzaga kind of make a statement. I think here against a rival, you're going to see an Arizona team that scores. They don't mind dropping 80-plus on teams. No. I think Arizona in a rout here, and I think it's going to be they'll get to the mid-80s themselves. So give me the over.
Yeah, Gonzaga's head coach is a former Arizona's head coach is a former Gonzaga assistant coach. So he comes from that run and gun culture. And wow, has it really showed this year with this Arizona program. And I think Oregon, that last loss, I don't feel that bad because I knew they were looking ahead to Arizona, but it's just not the Ducks. Cam, what do you think about this? Over or under?
I agree. Tommy Lloyd, he was with Mark Few forever. And whatever the hell Mark Few has going on out there in Spokane, Tommy took it to Arizona because it is a smoke show. It is nice when you have a bunch of 5 stars, a bunch of top-ranked guys, but he's got them going. These two teams don't like each other. First and foremost, these two teams don't like each other. And then Oregon is on the bubble. So if Arizona can help,
fourth in the conference,
if Arizona can help just push them off that ledge, they're going to. I think Arizona's going to score 80, 75, 78, 80. Oregon will score, but I think what Higgs said, Arizona's going to roll, and it's going to be a lot of points.
All right. I like it. I love a lot of points, especially if I'm on and over. Okay, so let's do a little bit of recapping. I want to remind everybody, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and check out the description of this video to get linked up with BetMGM. All right, $1,000 risk-free bet. It's a good weekend to use that on. And then let me introduce you to the cappers real quick. Sean Higgs, you've got a sister channel, Winning Free Picks. Follow him on his new shiny Twitter handle at Mr. Sean Higgs. What can our viewers expect to find from you when they get your premium plays over at picksandparlays.net?
College hoops galore this time of year. It is college hoops. You throw up a 3-pack every day. Tomorrow I might have 2 3-packs, maybe an early one. Maybe I might call one just like Ugly Dogs and put 3 teams in there that you're going to open up and be like, really? I paid $31.99 to get these 3 games? What? I better off throwing darts at the board. That's what you're going to think when you see my 3 Ugly Dogs tomorrow. But I don't care because they hit. We're hitting 60% in February. Let's go.
Tell him, Higgs, tell him. Cameron Ross at I_am_Cam20. I'm guessing it's the same thing out of you over at the site at picksandparlays.net. Lots of ball?
Lots of ball. So, I mean, me and Higgs were talking before we came on. You know, it's a good time, but it's wild that there's 140 or 150 games tomorrow. You know, I get it, but goodness gracious. But no, there'll be games on top of games all day tomorrow, ready to roll.
It goes fast this time of year. I mean, it just in a blink of an eye, it'll be gone. Cam, over the last 30 days at picksandparlays.net, you are number 3 on the site. So congratulations for that. And if you people at home are looking to buy premium plays from either or both of these handicappers, head to picksandparlays.net, drop them both into your cart, and then use this promo code BOWL. BOWL is going to save you 20%. You can get both of their packages, compare their notes, and you make your own best bets out of that. How do you feel about that, huh? If you're looking for me, I'm Allie Burns over at Plus Money Honey. And now it's time for the recap. We're talking Georgetown at Nova, 145. They're taking it under. Remember, when they agree, those tend to be the money-making plays on the show. Higgs, you're 11-12 in total chaos for the month of February. Cam, you're 7-10 in total chaos for the month of February. For Duke, 142.5, both taking it over. Duke, baby. For Kansas at West Virginia, Higgs is going to go over. Cam's going to go under. I think that's the only one you disagreed on. We think Santa Clara at Gonzaga is going over the 165, and Oregon at Arizona is going over the 149.5. That's how we're going to roll with this round of Total Chaos. Thank you guys both so much for joining me. Good luck tomorrow, and may the best cappers win.
Take it easy.